What's up with you good people? What's up? What's up? What's up? We back. Smoke Signals of the Leaf, the podcast. How's everybody doing? Your boy, Anthony. I'm back. I'm here to complete the finality of the ChiMolly series. Yes, sir. The ChiMolly series. Yeah, I've been, I like to sit back and just, smoke a cigar, hang out. Sometimes you catch a vibe and you want to lay down, or I'm not lay down, but like sit down and just smoke a cigar and chill, read a book, listen to music or something like that. And I've been going through my other ones. I've been really, really wanting to smoke this, but I held off because I wanted to bring all three. I wanted to bring all three, and so we finally getting it done. So I'm pretty happy with that. So like I say, we got the last one, the purple one, the Pioneer. Let me tell you what they got for this one. They got, okay, so the wrapper, U.S. Connecticut broadleaf, binders, Nicaraguan. Filler is Dominican and Nicaraguan tobacco. Profile, medium to full. The notes, coffee, coca, cedar, and earth. Yeah. So you can't wait to go ahead and hop into this one and check this out. And for my newbies, I'm gonna do something a little different. So I'm a guillotine cut this one and I'm gonna light it just straight match. I saw something a while ago about Virgin Puff. I'm gonna try to pull it off. Let's see if I can pull it off. And that's basically just light it until it's lit properly, right? And then you take the first puff without, doing it with the fire. We're gonna see if we can pull this one off today. So yeah, let me go ahead and open this bad boy up and let's get it done. So with these, I always like to either peel it back or peel it in on itself, right here, the sticker I'm talking about. I never wanted to catch the wrapper and mess up my cigar. Yeah, nice and smooth. Check that out. Check that out. Yeah. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and smell that. Look like we in for a little treat here. Okay, let's see. You don't want to take off too much off the top. Think I did pretty good on there. Just like basically taking that cap off. Yeah. Not too much. Okay. Oh, should mute off a little bit first. Make sure all the little particles off. See, got it on one lip still. Pretty good. Pretty good. See if I can take this off. This is nice artwork, man. Nice artwork. I like it. I don't want to mess it up. But I also want to get it off so I can smoke a cigar. And I don't want to mess up my cigar. I know a lot of people say you light it, smoke your cigar, let that heat catch it, then it comes off, which is something I normally do for the bands up here, but not down here. And yeah, it works. I'll say sometimes. Sometimes it still gets me. Sometimes it's still that glue because they're not supposed to be gluing it, but sometimes people glue it. And so if I get right here, I try to take my time, try to slide it off a little bit, but I don't want to catch a stray leaf, and mess it all up. Man. So yeah, that's just wouldn't let go. And I like to look at it, I'll be like, is that glue? Like, what are they using? Sometimes you can tell it's glue. Like, I don't know what they use, but I don't think they use glue. Sometimes you can tell it'd be like a glob on there sometimes. Oh, it pissed me off because it was seep through and get the wrapper. It's crazy. But yeah, I like this artwork. This is pretty cool. So yes, I'm gonna light it, try to light it the way I saw it, see if I can pull it off. Mhm. Ooh. Let that burn off a little bit. Then I'll go right into it. Let that burn off. And then try to toast those edges a little bit. I'm not a professional. So if you watch this, tell some you think you know what you're doing. I don't. I just watched it. I pulled it off one time. I don't care what nobody say. Got those edges a little bit, and I'm just letting it trying to toast it. It takes me a minute. And the gentleman that I saw doing it, it took him a minute. I saw a gentleman and a lady at a lounge. Make sure the thing don't fall off on me. And just spin it, spin it. I don't want to burn my finger. Couldn't catch it. So anyway, see how that's going. Look at that's going down already. Oh, that's there we go. There we go. And just it's a little time consuming. Catch that edge real quick. 'Cause we don't want uneven burns. Hopefully I'm doing this right. I've done it a couple times, pulled it off. It was pretty cool. Almost. Almost. A little time consuming, but I think it's worth it. So interesting. Yeah. It's about there. Just keep it spinning, keep it spinning, keep it spinning. Got it. Let's try it. One more. Mm, great. Pulled that off. At least I think so. At least I think so. So anyway, I like that. I'll do this a couple times. I think I did a good job. So yeah, I think I did a good job. Um, you know, something I wanted to hold on. Yeah, that I tasted earth already. Tasted earth. I really like that. So y'all know if you guys been following the news lately about the receiver that football receiver that passed away, Rondell Moore. Um, makes me very sad to see that. Um, we had him. Then last season, we had the other gentleman from the Cowboys who took his own life. And I know that's a downer for most. Like me, I don't want to talk about that, but I won't touch on it too long. But I feel like it's something that we do need to kind of discuss a little bit, man. We really, really uh, need to open up and talk. Find someone that you can really trust, that you can share in or theirs. He's too young. I don't know what he was going through. And that's part of that's the biggest thing. We never know what the next man or woman is going through. I went through that personally, you know. I had a therapist and talk to my therapist and, share the things that I was going through and how it was affecting me. And heck, that's how I got on cigars. Cigars and jujitsu. That's how I got on that. It's to help me with my mental health. Um, everyone's burden is their burden, meaning what bothers you and what is tough on you may not be what's tough on someone else, may be easy on someone else. But what they're going through may be hard for them, but easy for you. And I think that's important to say because a lot of times, and I did it. You see other people dealing with certain situations or going through stuff, and felt like it was with ease, and it maybe was with ease for them, and you feel like you're weak. Why can't I? Why can't I deal with it? Or what's wrong with me? And I had to realize that there's nothing wrong with me. That's just something that I probably can't deal with. I have a rougher time dealing with, and that person may have something that they're dealing with that's rough to them might be easy for you. And to me, that's how we can help one another. I help you with what you're going through. You help me with what I'm going through. But we also need to stop looking at one another, look at ourselves, and judge ourselves based off of ourselves. That's something I still deal with now. Uh, I like to say I don't know what the deal was with both those young men, but it's it's a shame life even got started for them yet. You know, they made it to the pinnacle and they didn't get a chance to buckle down and enjoy it. I don't know if they got pro of the team and it felt like, even if you was, you can always train and get back and become great. 25, you don't realize who you're gonna be yet. You still got time to be the richest man in the world, the smartest man in the world. You got time. And that time is gone for them, man. It's very tragic and very saddening. And it affected me a lot when I saw he's 25, and I was just like, because I know, I guess, how those feelings are sometimes, I know how those feelings are. And I really felt for them. I felt for their family, mother, father, sisters, brothers, because they're going to be missed. And don't call them selfish. They're not selfish. Everyone says it's a selfish act. Until you've been through it, you don't know. Because some people living feels like torture again, yeah. And they just want release. And they may feel like you're being selfish by making them stay here. It's because you don't want to go through pain and blues. And I'm not saying let them commit suicide. I'm saying help them. Help them. Don't condemn them. Because I see that a lot. Man, that's selfish to kill yourself. What about everybody else? Well, what about that person what they're going through? How many times did you call and go sit with and check with them and see how they were doing? Check on your strong ones. Check on your quiet ones. Check on your loud ones. The point is just check on your people. Let them know it's a safe space. If you're truly their friend, it should feel safe. They should be able to know, hey, man, he come be the lead guy. And if you can't help him, you should be like, hey, I'll help you get the help you need. That was done for me. I had someone that told me, hey, it's time to talk to the therapist. It's time to talk to somebody. And I thank God for that because it saved her. So, it just affected me a lot to see that. But I know there's a lot more people going through depression, feeling like they made a mistake, get the kid come back from. You can come back. You can come back. I just, I pray for him. I pray for him. I pray for the family. And I pray that more people who are on the line, on the ropes, standing at the edge of the cliff, looking over, I pray that they look back and see someone that will help them and get the help that they deserve because you get a lot more life, man. Life, how you feel now, you can feel the opposite of the later, like so happy that you didn't even realize you could be that happy. I got married after what I went through. I didn't think that was going to happen to a beautiful and amazing woman, loves me and takes care of me. And I thank God for going to my therapist that allowed me to get to that point to feel that, to understand that I got somebody that got my back, no matter what. Yeah. So pray for him, pray for your family and friends. Reach out to somebody and just tell them, hey, man, I love you. If you need something, I got you. You never know what that might do. That might be enough to just like snap them out of it. Just might. Or at least enough to get them to be like, maybe I should talk to about it. Hey man, I'm not doing so good. All right, let's get you some help. Let's get you better. Because we don't want you to miss out on all this good living. Definitely don't want you to miss out on these good cigars. Because he has some good cigars out here. Smoking one right now. It's pretty good. I come to realize I'm a earthy type guy. I taste that cocoa. I don't know, it's weird. It's like that earth and cocoa to me, the combination, it just hit me right there, tastes like popcorn. I don't know. That's part just me. But anyway, let's keep these people in prayer. Let's keep everyone in prayer, especially the ones, like I said, that are like on the edge, on the cliff, that needs a friend, need someone to talk to. Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to. And sometimes you need some help. Either or, let's pray that these people start getting their help. All right. Smoke this down some more. I'm gonna enjoy this. Sit back, think, and relax. Say a quick prayer for the family. I'll be back. So I got too happy in this I was supposed to come back a long time ago. Ah, this is good. We always hear about notes and like raisin. I'm like, raisin? However, this is the first time I actually tasted raisin. So got that underlying urge. I taste that raisin. And I was sitting here chill, zoned out. This is good. This might be my favorite one out of them. And I really like the blue one. Blue's my favorite color, and I'm partial to blue. But this might be one. This might be the one. Man, this is good. I just want to put that out there. Man, this is good. I really like this. I really like this a lot. I had another thought for you guys. Sometimes you got to be selfish, and it's okay. I know some people don't have a problem with it, but people like me, I used to have a problem with it. I'm always a giver. I'm a pleaser. You know, that's always been who I am. Uh, I played basketball as a point guard. I love the pass. Love to drop that dive for the assist. I could score if I had to, but that was never really my game. I love to hit you with a pass. Like if I can end the game with like 15 points, 15 assists, and a couple steals, then I feel like I did my job. Um, you have to be selfish. Sometimes you have to be selfish. And I guess you have to learn to pick or choose the right time to be selfish. But when it comes to your career, your life, sometimes you gotta be a little selfish, man. Sometimes you got to. I was thinking about, excuse me, a time in my life where I was gonna make a transition in life. I was gonna move, start over, you know, do a new career and everything. And I was gonna move with one of my buddies. And I even called him up, we talked about it. Hey, okay. Let a couple people I knew tell them I'm about to leave. And went to a meeting, and I was asked for some help. And he needed me to take on a position that I didn't really care to take on the position. And but to help him out, he's begging me. And, you know, to help him out to get the things that he needed, I was like, all right, man, I'll help you out. And so I postponed. I couldn't think about that's part of the worst decision I ever made in my life. Because if I would have left then, one of my partners was like in a scene where he just kept growing and getting better and meeting people and getting put in certain situations. And his whole crew was like that. And I would have been a part of it. And it would have fit me well. You know, sometimes you see certain situations, you see that don't fit me. I don't think I can prosper. And then you see other situations where you realize, like, man, that would have really, you know, that would have really done me wonders. And yeah, I don't know what happened with that. I chose to stay behind and help out my guy. I did what I did. I did pretty good, you know, in helping him out. But I always think back, I should have left. I should have left. I really should have left. My life would have been a whole lot different. A whole lot different. It'd been better. I know it. I know it because I know how I like to move and the things I like to do. I'd have fit right in, and I'd have prospered. But I made the wrong decision to help someone out, and that was the time I should have been selfish. And I've been faced with some decisions like that after that. Some was just certain experiences that I chose to go on and not wait for people. And it was some of the best experience I ever had in my life. And if I waited, I'd have never experienced it. And so, you know, sometimes it's okay to be selfish. And I'm realizing that more and more. You know, that's one thing I talked earlier about therapists going to therapy. And that's one of the things that my therapist told me. Sometimes you got to be a little bit more selfish, Anthony. It's time. You're worried about everyone else. And you need to take care of yourself. And so, you know, sometimes you got to. If you're dealing with a situation that's really bogging you down and you don't want to be considered a selfish person and this is and that, but it's really going to help you in the long run, which in turn, if it helps you, it can help everyone in the long run. You might want to go ahead and tell them like, hey man, I got to do this. You gotta do this. And if they, don't want to deal with you no more, then they wasn't who you're supposed to deal with in the first place. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you gotta be selfish. Sometimes you gotta be a little selfish. Sometimes you gotta go for yours. Everybody going for theirs, and they're gonna use you to get theirs. And then it's time to help you get yours. Well, I got what I got going on. They ain't really thinking about you. So sometimes you gotta be a little selfish and help yourself out. It's food for thought. I'm smoking this some more. I'm enjoying my time, and we'll be right back. Yeah, still pretty good, man. Still pretty good. Pretty tight still. I mean, I'm really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this. This is pretty good. I can't complain about this. This is pretty good. I'm towards the back end of it now. Just had a little hit of coffee. Yeah, a little bit. Um, so man, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up and continue to enjoy the end of the cigar. But I mean, just think about, some of the things I said today about looking after your people, letting them know that they can get help, they can talk to you, or talk to a professional, and it's needed. And there's nothing wrong with it. You're not soft, you're not weak, you're not crazy, none of that. It's just sometimes everyone needs help in life, some way, shape, or form. And life is really, really pretty rough. It's and rougher for some. So, sometimes you need a little extra help, and there's nothing wrong with that. And encourage people to get help, even the ones that you think that everything's okay. There's nothing wrong with a checkup. There's nothing wrong with a checkup. Go and talk to somebody. There's nothing wrong with having a nice long conversation with someone. You know, talk some things and maybe you get a different perspective. Maybe it can help you with certain things in your life a little bit easier, a little bit better. Um, and also, remember sometimes it's okay to be a little selfish. To get ahead. But sometimes you gotta, what they say, put the oxygen mask on yourself first, and that way you can start helping others. You know, if you're one of those guys who love to help people and stuff like that, sometimes maybe go ahead and take that job, take that job where you can make some more money. And that way, when someone asks you, "Hey man, I need some help," and they really need some help, and you see it that you want to help, you can. There's nothing wrong with it. But I don't know. Just think about what I said. I'm not saying I'm an expert or anything like that, but I don't think anything that I've said was wrong. So it's a little, I guess, low podcast today, but it's all right. A lot of things are going on. I think I should do my part in addressing it. Everybody needs to do their part. And so I'm saying, hey, keep your head up. Tomorrow will be better. It always can get better. It always can get better. You don't have to stay in that storm. That storm will pass. You just got to hold out and find shelter, you know, and then let that storm pass and get back out there, man. One love to everyone, for real. But once again, like I say, I'm not a big reader. I'm not that good at all that. I'll just say this is very good. I enjoy it. It made me feel real good, feel real relaxed and just chilling and just enjoying the flavors that's coming off the cigar and you know, relax. This is something that I can see you sitting back, If you reading the book and just you be zoned out. You be zoned out. So really good. That whole series was amazing. I like that whole series. They did pretty good in my book. They did pretty good. And my newbie assessment, they did pretty good. I will smoke all three again. For for sure. Definitely for sure. I will smoke all three again. And I recommend you guys try them. Nope, they're not paying me. I'm new. So of course they're not paying me. But I would give them a shot. I would give them a shot. That's just coming from a newbie. I'll give it a shot. Check that out. Well, like I said, I'm gonna chill, sit back and chill and relax and enjoy the rest of this. Y'all be good. Peace.